everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Missa and we play with makeup on this channel. Please do subscribe. I love getting new subscribers. Obviously leave me a comment, I reply to all my comments, and today we are of course going to be creating this look here on my face. A really bright, colourful, summery kind of look, but I'm using entirely drugstore products or affordable products. They're all drugstore bar one, which is an affordable palette, but I'll get to that when we get to it. I do really love how this look came out. I again used my Barry holographic eyeshadow topper because I'm addicted to them and I think it's so cool, just all over the lid. I used a really nice highlighter, and yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So anyway, I'm going to kick off and I'm going to use a new palette. This is new to me and it's new to the brand. This is by Sample Beauty. It is their cult palette and it looks like this. I think I've swatched it or used it on my channel, maybe. I'm not sure, but this palette is insanely pigmented. Look at that blue. I say Sample Beauty's drugstore personally because they are like, or they used to do, they're now moving away from like white label and private label onto just fully their own product. So this palette is $24.99, but it does contain 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 shades. So I don't think that's super expensive, which is why I've chosen to use it today in a drugstore affordable video. The only other palettes I had were like my Revolution Soap Does Nails one. I've used that a million times and I wanted to do this look specifically. So this is just my Catrice liquid camouflage that I'm using to prime my eyelid. As always, I use a concealer, not a primer, and I'm just gonna smooth that out and then we'll move on to the eyeshadow. So now I'm just going to use a small brush and I'm going to dip into this shade here. This is like a, I'd say like a burgundy shade. It's very pigmented. That's the thing, this is the first time I've actually really used this palette, and actually I found it quite difficult just because it's so pigmented that I had to like rein myself back and be like, okay, don't use so much product, you know, you just need, you know, a light tap in the pan and then you've got a lot of pigment on your brush. Only thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a mirror, so I can't just like hold it like that, but you can't have everything. So I'm just gonna, you know how I do it now, outer corner to inner corner. So pigmented. Look at that payoff. So I've got it in that arc shape, and then I'm going to take a bigger fluffier brush, but actually I'm not going to use that one because I used that previously and I put too much product on all at once. So I'm now going to dip into the bright orange in the palette. Like, the pigment on these is nuts. It's more like a pressed pigment palette than like an eyeshadow palette. So I'm just tapping into that orange and then I'm going to start to blend out that line that I've created. Now that is bright and bold, so I need the yellow now because I need to tone down that edge because it's just like too stark. So I'm going to go in with the yellow, but I'm going to mix it a little bit with the white as well. Just taking that above that orange just to blend it better into my base. So I'm pretty happy with that blending, but I do feel like I now need more of that initial red colour because you see I've brought it quite high up on this eye, so I'm just going to dip back into that shade and just kind of re-put that in my crease. And a bit higher than my crease as well. And then with a little bit more orange, just at the very top of that colour, I just put on. Because I want it really bold, but still blended, you know? Actually shocking me how pigmented this palette is. Like, I knew it would be because I've talked about their palettes on my channel before. Like, I did a video with their Spectrum palette recently and it was so pigmented, but like this is just on another level. So my next step is to go in with my Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo, and this is in the shade 20 Turquoise Fever. This is really old, I've had this for ages, and to be honest I was surprised it actually still worked. So I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm just gonna try and get some onto here. It is really quite dry, but it worked well enough. And I'm gonna pop that all over my lid. First of all, kind of all over my mobile lid, and it looks quite dull, especially compared to this eye, but it's just a really good base for what we need it for. And then I'm going to start taking it above my crease, because if I just do this look in my crease, which you could do if you don't have like quite hooded eyes, and people tell me I don't have hooded eyes, but I really do have hooded eyes. Not like severe hoods, but I definitely have quite hooded eyes. So I need to take this above my crease, all the way from inner corner to outer corner, so that actually when my eyes open, it's still making a statement. So if I just stopped it in my crease, when my eye was fully open, you wouldn't be able to see it. And I like to have quite statement eyeshadow, so like that. And then what I did on the other eye was I took a little bit of this bright blue in the palette. Look at that pigment, just the tiniest amount on the little brush, and I just went round that edge where the blue is kind of hitting the purple. I don't know if this is doing much, but it's making me feel better. So now I'm going to go in with my Barry M holographic eyeshadow topper in Asteroid, which is the blue colour. And I'm going to take the flat brush that I used to pack on that blue and just take it off the wand, because I feel like I've got more control then over the product. So I'm just kind of wiping it off, and then I'm going to start patting it. Look at that colour. And I'm taking that up to where I stopped the Maybelline colour tattoo. And I'm just patting really gently because I don't want to take it up too high. And I find that because I've put that dark purple eyeshadow on behind it, the burgundy, it's just blending in naturally. And I'm not having to spend a lot of time trying to blend that edge. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that's come out. I think they kind of match. So we'll move on to skin, and the first thing I'm going to use is my Revolution Pro Radiant Cool Pink Primer in Radiance. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this because I'm known to use a little bit too much. That's probably too much as well, but oh well. Gonna massage that in. This feels more like a moisturizer, but it really brightens the complexion because of the pink base to it. So for foundation, I'm gonna mix two foundations, two Drugstore foundations. I'm gonna mix my Maybelline Superstay in 10 Ivory with some drops of my Revolution Pro foundation drops, because these are more dewy and less coverage. This is really full coverage and matte, so if I combine them, I'm going to get the best of both worlds. So quite a lot of coverage, but still like a nice dewy, natural-ish base. I'm just going to put some splodges of the Maybelline on. As you can see, it's a bit dark for me. I'm not using much, I promise. And then I'll put on the Revolution Pro drops as well. So I'm going to go into my drops. I'm going to try not to put this on my t-shirt, so I'm going to lean awkwardly forward. And then I'm going to blend that in using my Real Techniques, what's it called? Miracle Complexion Sponge. Not used this in a while. I've been using all my new sponges, like my LA Girl one, which is amazing, or my Look Good Feel Better one, or even the actual Real Beauty blender. But this is a really good sponge. So hopefully you can see I'm getting some good coverage, but I'm also keeping like quite a nice sheen to my skin.
So now we're going to put some concealer on.
This is the Barry M All Night Long Full Coverage Concealer. The writing's like rubbed off just from it being in my collection, but it's the Barry M Full Coverage. And I would say it is a really nice medium to full coverage concealer. This is shade 1. I like quite a bright under eye, so I usually just get the palest shade. And I'm just going to blend that in as well. You see how bright my under eye is now. Okay, so to powder my face, I'm just going to do it quickly because it's quite a boring step. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Matte Maker all over my skin, and then under my eyes I'm going to use the Revolution Pro to quickly bake. I think people sometimes get a concealer and then decide they don't like it because it creases. To me it's just natural for a concealer to crease. Like, I've never met a concealer that hasn't creased under my eyes. This is just a little bit of Revolution Pro. There we are, so I'm happy with that base as it is right now. I think you'll see the coverage is really good, but it's not cakey, it's not thick, it doesn't feel heavy. Hamish is using the microwave. Next up, I'm going to use my NYX matte bronzer to add some sun-kissed glow to my cheeks. I've used quite a lot of this already. I do like it. It's quite dark, even though this is in light. So you want to tap off that excess. To sculpt my face, I'm going to go in with my Sleek Face Contour Kit Pressed Powder and Highlighter in one, and use this shade here. It's just a really nice tone for pale skin. This is definitely one of my favourite contour colours at the drugstore. A little bit down the sides of my nose, but not much. For highlight, I've brought two options because I think I'm going to layer them, and I'm going to put on my Makeup Revolution Champagne Kiss Skin Kiss, which is hard to say with a lisp, and I'm going to go in with my Sleek Makeup highlight palette in Solstice. So I'll first put a little bit on of this Champagne Kiss. I'm just layering them because this one's a bit too light for me, but I really do like the colour. I like that it comes out quite pink. But then I'm just going to go over the top of that with this kind of more champagne shade in the Sleek palette, which is very bright. And I can tell I'm going to hit pan on this quite quickly. I hit pan on my other one really fast. And then as usual, I go in with blush after highlight, because I think everything kind of meshes together better, and right now everything's looking a little bit kind of starkly highlighted. So I'm going to use my Technic palette. This is the Technic Colour Fix blush palette, and I think I'll mix a couple of shades. I think I'll use this shade here like towards the back of my cheeks, and then a little bit of this bright pink on the apple of my cheeks. Back in with my powder brush just to kind of go over everything and just make sure everything's super blended. Now we'll just finish off the eyes and then we'll be pretty much done. So for under my eyes, I'll just go back into my sample palette, and I think I'll put the like bright orange on initially, blend it out with this kind of more peach tone, and then put this like purple tone nearer to the lash line. I'll just see how that goes first of all. I would tap off the excess because for your lower lash line you'll probably get fallout with these shadows. So I've just packed on that orange. Now I'm going to dip into the peach and just blend out the edges of that orange. And then on a finer brush, like a liner kind of brush, I'll dip into the original burgundy that we used and just kind of go right up at the base of my lashes. Like that. It's a lot brighter than my kind of upper eyelid, but I don't mind that. I think it looks quite good. So I'll do the other eye quickly and then we can go on to lashes. So the eyelashes that I'm putting on are the Eyelure times Cheryl Oh My Goddess lashes. I don't know if you remember that I got these free in that Superdrug like mystery bag that I got. I like them, they are very, very subtle, but actually I don't mind that for this look, they'll be fine. While the glue's drying, I'll just chuck on some lower lash mascara and get these bad boys standing out against that eyeshadow. I think this look calls for my usual blue eyeliner. So this is my Kiko 1110 blue liner in, I think it's turquoise it's called, but it's 1110 anyway. Apparently these are being discontinued. That makes me very sad, so go and get one if you like a bright blue eyeliner. I love these, you know I do. Yeah, these lashes are like really natural, but I actually don't mind that for this look because I quite like that it's not hiding the blue that I've put behind it. Do you know what I mean? Almost forgot inner corner highlight, so I'll just take my Sleek palette and take the lightest kind of yellowy shade and pop that on my inner corner. I don't know why I always forget inner corner highlight when I'm filming. Ah yeah, see? And then I'm probably going to bore you to death with my lips. I'm just going to put on like a brown lip liner, maybe like NYX Los Angeles, and then my Maybelline Lip Gloss in Tease because it's my favourite. Actually, I'll just use Topshop's ceramic lip liner because I like it. This is the lip gloss that I obviously use a lot. Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in 60 Tease. Super nude. Super, super, super nude. But that's why I like it.
love that colour.
So last things last, I'm going to go in with a setting spray. So let me find what drugstore ones. I've got a lot of drugstore ones actually. I'm just being stupid. One of my favourite ones though is the Collection Primed and Ready Makeup Fixing Spray. So I'm just going to pop a dash of this on. So here we go then, this is my finished look. I have to say I do really like how it came out. I was a bit nervous on doing the eyes because this is a kind of shape of shadow and a style that I still have trouble kind of blending and being happy with, but I really like how it came out. I love the nude lip, I love how the skin looks, I love the highlight, and I hope you like it as well, because yeah, that's the point of this video, is for you to like it. So that then is the end of this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really do like how this makeup came out. I think I say that in every video, but if you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up, please leave me a comment, please subscribe. And if you've made it this far, then today's emoji will be an orange, like a eating orange, because this is what that reminds me of. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!